President Trump deployed more than 2,000 National Guard troops to Los Angeles over the weekend to intervene in protests against immigration sweeps. California Governor Gavin Newsom called the move unlawful and threatened to sue the administration. Joining us now from Los Angeles is Bloomberg immigration reporter Alicia Caldwell. And Alicia, what are we seeing right now on the ground in terms of both the protesters' violence? I saw an actual police car set ablaze in video earlier, and in terms of the military moving in to stop it.
Right, so it's becoming increasingly violent. The afternoons or early stages of days for protests have been rather calm. Initially, they were somewhat spontaneous as well. Tense, but spontaneous, and, not a lot of... There's been considerable growth over the weekend, and there were tussles or a standoff briefly with the National Guard yesterday outside a federal building where smoke grenades, tear gas, and the like was deployed to push protesters back. And then LAPD came in, the Los Angeles police, and sort of created a buffer zone, if you will, between the protesters and the federal building where those troops are. So far, there's a few hundred National Guard troops from California under the command and control of the federal government who are manning the outside of federal facilities. They're not in the streets at the moment. But their presence has created, as you can imagine, considerable tension. And as I said yesterday, a protest that started rather small grew over the day and then became increasingly tense and just outright hostile and violent. As you saw, cars were lit on fire. Debris was being thrown at police cars. At one point, according to police, chunks of concrete were being thrown at officers and vehicles and so on. So it has escalated rather rapidly.
Right, and the images coming out of LA right now, obviously stunning. So Alicia, talk us through what the next few hours look like, what the next 24 hours look like. To your point, looks like things are getting increasingly violent. So what is the plan from the authorities to de-escalate from here?
We don't know yet, frankly. The federal government has said troops everywhere, and they intend to continue to ramp up that deployment. As you mentioned, it's authorized to 2,000 National Guard troops. The Department of Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has said Marines are on standby, active duty Marines. That would be a tremendous escalation in terms of using active duty troops in what is ultimately civil unrest. So we're not there yet, but that has been thrown out as a possibility. LAPD is very active in the streets. They are responding to protests in and around downtown. Primarily, all of these events are in downtown. I am, in fact, driving through the west side of Los Angeles right now, and it is business as usual. People are on their way to work in Century City. You would have no idea what's happening in downtown from this vantage point. So it's rather confined, but more protests expected today.
Yeah, Alicia, I went to Antioch College, so I'm more familiar, I would guess, than most with Antifa and their resilience. Do you know about, on the protester side, who's getting bussed in, who's doing these kind of protests?
We don't have any idea at the moment if anybody's being bussed in. I will say this, the police chief, Jim McDonnell, said yesterday the changeover from the day protest, if you will, the demonstrators, to the evening, more violent, more raucous, in his view, does seem more anarchist and people who have done this before. But we don't have any idea at the moment. Like I said, these things started rather spontaneously and sort of organically and have expanded as time has expanded. The National Guard was announced on Saturday night, and we're in place early Sunday, and Sunday's protest grew from a rather small gathering to a far more robust and far more violent by the evening.